What's up, Kenns and Bars? It is Kenn back for another video.
And them toy flip-flops, manicures and pedicures, I'm always tip-top. When they say I'm not hot, all these lies need to stop. Cause I'm icy, wifey, haters wanna fight me. Never been no one get RP up on a white tee. Keep my hands clean.
And if you guys notice, I'm feeling holiday-y and, you know, so, I actually had these lights in my old room. I don't even know if you guys remember my older videos that it was on the door behind me along with my cake. It wasn't that cake, it was a different cake, but yeah, so I'm just feeling Christmassy. I haven't did anything else to my room yet except that, so I mean I have more stuff to do. But yeah, I just really wanted to do it. I just thought that would have been so cute because like it was just looking so basic behind me. I mean the cake was cute, but it was just looking plain besides that. So that'll do until I get my backdrops and my camera and all the other good stuff. But for now, hey, today I'm doing a my top 10, and I'm thinking about starting this as like a little segment on my page, like just my top 10 so-and-so's. So yeah, today is gonna be my top 10 favorite Netflix shows, and I've been watching Netflix since for a long time. So these shows are definitely this is like my updated newer version. So I have them written down in my notes. I have my iCloud put up on my laptop if you guys wondering what I'm looking down or over at. So yeah, that's that, and let's just get straight into the video. Okay, so the first on my list today, it's definitely been like the most talked about for like these past few months. It's so good, like it's just like so good. But it's Stranger Things, and it's like literally like it just drags you in, and it's just so juicy, like, and it has you wondering like, is this happening in my state? Is this happening with our government? Like, it just really gets your mind thinking. So the description says, on his way home from a friend's house, young Will sees something terrifying. Nearby, a sinister secret lurks in the depths of a government lab. Now that's like really, it really kind of explains what the entire 2 seasons of the show is about. But I'm not gonna like spoil it or nothing. It's just really good. Go watch it. Okay, so I've switched over to Google because Google like gives a more in-depth about the situation. But number 2 on the list of my Netflix faves is definitely Hey Airplane. See, sis, they always come and say hey to y'all. They're never rude. Number 2 on my list is How to Get Away with Murder. When I tell y'all, okay, so this first came on TV a while ago, 2014, so 3 years ago. And when I tell y'all, I used to always want to watch it, but I never watched it. So now I've been catching up on it on Netflix. It's 3 series on Netflix, well, 3 seasons on Netflix. When it's just juice after juice after juice after juice after juice. Every episode. There's not one episode where you just sitting there like, oh, this is boring. Now, you might sit there like, oh, this is boring for a few seconds, but girl, after a little bit, it's gonna catch up. You're gonna be like, ooh, what happened? It's so juicy. So the description for this says, I'm getting this for Google. It says, Annalise Keating, a brilliant, charismatic, and seductive professor of defense law, teaches a class called How to Get Away with Murder. Annalise, also a criminal defense attorney, selects a group of students, the best and brightest, to assist with cases at her firm alongside her employees. The trustworthy and discreet Frank Delfino and Bonnie Winterbottom, an associate attorney. Mysteries arise that test everyone's limit and reveal dark truths. Now, I know y'all like, this bitch is so scared he can't read, but no, I can read. But that's really like a in depth about it all, but it's just so juicy. Like I literally like don't even know how to explain it. Like just go watch it. Like the students that she chose to work at her firm, or to intern at her firm, killed her husband, and she's helping cover it up. Girl, you just gotta go watch it. Third one on the list is Zumbo's Just Desserts. Now, this show, it's not boring, but it's just not something that I always watch. It's just something that I watch. Oh my God. Did y'all fucking see that? Girl. Anyways, But the description says pastry chef Adriano Zumbo has skilled amateurs compete to become the next Willy Wonka in a $100,000 prize. So it's just a bakery show or whatever, and they all like baking these desserts, and it's just really good. Next on the list is another show that I kind of use to spare time, but I also kind of like watching this show. It's called Big Mouth. It's a I would definitely say an adult comedy. Definitely don't want your kids watching this. It's definitely an adult comedy, but it's really good. Like, it's so funny, and it's just like really good. The description says, even for a cartoon character, going through puberty isn't easy for a young person. Andrew is learning that firsthand as he experiences the nightmare that is growing up in his animated series geared toward adults. Along for the ride are friends Nick and Jesse, who develop a budding romance along the way. The comedy veterans who lend their voices to Big Mouth include John Mulaney, Nick Kroll, Maya Rudolph, and Jordan Peele or Peele. This show is the most hilarious adult comedy, like cartoon comedy there is out. Like, when I tell, like, it's just a must. Like, you just have to watch it. Like, if it's just like you and your boo and y'all like just want to lay in the house all day and eat popcorn and be fat asses and watch TV, definitely watch this. It's like it's the funniest. Like, it's just so funny. Like, quite frankly, to me, it's funnier than Family Guy, and that, like, Family Guy is an all-time favorite. So that says a lot. So the next one is called Shot in the Dark. I didn't find anything about it on Google, and the description for it on Netflix was very vague. So I'm just gonna make my own description. It's about these men or whatever, and like, I don't know if you guys ever watch the news, and it'd be like, breaking news, so and so, and it's like pictures of like and videos of this car accident or this shooting or this fire. They're the people who actually go out and take these shots. So the news people don't always get there first, if you get what I'm saying. So, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at all these damn kids getting out this car, like they was packed in there. Like, it's basically about the people who actually go out and get those shots, and they sell them to the news network for money or whatever, and it's just really, really, really good. So the next one is another, this boy is looking at me, hey. The next one is definitely a another most talked about this year and this season, especially in these past few months. It's called 13 Reasons Why. When I tell y'all, this is a bop. Literally, like, this is so good. Like, ooh, it's just, oh, and it's another weird show like Stranger Things, but it's just like they're both just two good shows. Like, so the description says newcomer Catherine Langford plays the role of Hannah, a young woman who takes her own life. 2 weeks after her tragic death, a classmate named Clay finds a mysterious box on his porch. Inside the box are recordings made by Hannah, on whom Clay had a crush, in which she explains the 13 reasons why she chose to commit suicide. If Clay decides to listen to the recordings, he will find out if and how he made the list. This intricate and heart-wrenching tale is told through Clay and Hannah's droll narrative. Now, next on the list, it's definitely like a known show, so you guys have probably already heard of it. It's on national television like a lot. It's called Grey's Anatomy. Now, my grandmother is the one that got me onto this because she be watching it, like binge watching it like AF, like so hard. So it's just really good. I like the characters that they chose to play the parts. It's just good. So the description says the medical drama series focused on a group of doctors at a hospital in Seattle, including several who began their careers at the facility as interns. One of the doctors and the show's namesake, Meredith Grey, is the daughter of a famous surgeon. She struggles to maintain relationships with her colleagues, particularly the hospital's one-time chief of surgery, Richard Weber. Due to a pre-existing relationship between them, Weber and Meredith's mother had a personal relationship when Meredith was young. That really explains it all. It's really good. How many seasons do they have? They have 14 seasons. And yeah, so it's just really good. It actually comes on tonight. Like, they have so many episodes. Like, tonight at 4, season 8, episode 24 comes on. Like, but anyways, yes, that's really a fave as well. Like, if I'm just like feeling lazy, I'm like, let me just turn on this or whatever. And it's so many episodes, but it all coincides with each other. So like, you know, like some, it just like each episode, like it starts over, I guess. But with Grey's Anatomy, it's like a repeating thing. What's she looking at? Oh, girl. But yeah. So next on the list is You Get Me. Okay, this jacket is just gonna have to go all the way on because it's getting me. So the next one is You Get Me. When I tell y'all this, now this isn't a show, this is a movie. However, I just had to put it in here. It's just so good. It's just so like, oh, it's just basically, it's the description says a one-night stand with Holly turns into a nightmare for Tyler, a high school student. That's very vague, but in the same instance, it really explains the movie. Like, it's just her one-night stand. It's just so good. But it's an hour and a half long, and just go watch it. Like, now this is another one that I don't want to spoil, so go watch it. It's just so juicy. Next on the list is definitely something that you guys have probably also heard of. It's been on national television a few times. Well, what you mean if it's not like, it's just been on national television a lot. It's called The Untold Stories of the ER. This is like my favorite show, and I just found out that Netflix had it on there because I used to watch it on TV, but I just found out that Netflix had it on there, so I'm like real hype, like because now I can watch it on Netflix. But this story, I mean, this show, it's a show. It's like a series or whatever. And it's a fast-paced medical series that blends reenactments of real emergency room cases with comments by the actual physicians and nurses involved in the procedures. Often, the patients give first-person accounts as well, and some even play themselves during the reenactments. This is so, because like you would never believe that these things actually happen. Like, that's what makes it even more interesting to watch. So definitely go watch it. Last but definitely not least is Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. When I tell, oh my god, this show is so good. Like, it's so good. So the description for it is rescued after 15 years in a cult, Kimmy Schmidt decides to reclaim her life by venturing to New York, where she experiences everyday life with wide-eyed enthusiasm. On a whim, she rents a room from Titus, a gay wannabe Broadway actor who makes ends meet as a street performer in Times Square. The unlikely pair find they're well-suited to help each other out, with Titus reintroducing Kimmy to modern life and her providing him with the inspiration that you should never give up. Together, they'll make it through whatever life throws at them. That explains it. It is just literally so good. It's like this, it's kind of corny, but in the same instance, it's like a good, juicy corny. Like, just go watch it. So that's all for this video. I'm definitely thinking about starting a top 10 YouTube segment on my channel. So definitely comment if you guys want me to do that. And if y'all do comment, like, what top 10 y'all want me to do. Like, top 10 looks from BET Awards, or like top 10 favorite songs this week. Like, y'all get what I'm saying. So definitely comment that. That's really all I can think of. Thank you, Kenn, for watching. I love you guys so much. Follow me on Instagram at k.endoll. That'll also be in the description box. And yeah, I love you, Kenn, so much. And as always, stay darling, hun. Bye.